Yeah. Good morning, y'all. How we doing? Previously on Kimba TV. Your entry is probably right around here, so that reaction is probably not helping you out a little bit. Since CME is paused, this might be the one time where you might be able to get away with that, where you go swing high, swing low, Kimba box, stop loss. Hey, it's easy money, Bugatti money, gentlemen. Gentlemans. Oh, it's easy money, Bugatti money. Look at that. Oh, schwiggity. Get him. Get him with the math. Get him with the math. Oh, look at that. Naked point of control tapped. Sweep level tapped. Who be juicing? Lee Kwok, Cloudy Toke, Wit is, Not the Fuck, Psycho Hunter, Pook TV, Lihu. Joette Lass says, do you think CME will make us go lower? It's usually the opposite. Joette, I don't. Make sure you're following the YouTube. Exclamation YouTube, Joette. Every single day's highlights for the last 2 years are up here. So I'm in like 180 Bitcoin long. Do you know that? And for the last couple of days now, we've been talking about all this. So if you were here 24 hours earlier, Joe Ed, you would understand that a lot of people were looking to short right there. Look at where it is. He has a short entry from 67625. So I bet a lot of lions do. So yeah, if you were here just even a little bit lower, you would know that we were waiting for the swing fail of that. And then last but not least, CME hasn't swept yet. So you would anticipate CME to sweep one more time before going down. Alrighty, but these are all things that we've been talking about for weeks. So if you want to, Joette Ladd, maybe start watching the YouTube stuff from like last week. Alrighty. You see how like Ghost BT says he has a short from 67685? That's something that we've been talking about for weeks, Joette Ladd. So it's not wrong to be getting into a short before the CME comes. Oh, you're new? Got you. Joette, I'll be on tomorrow if you want to see the reaction of the CME live together tomorrow. I'm going to be running errands all day, so I don't think I'll be here when the CME comes back online. Lihu says, how do you think the news of the Iranian president? Nope. I don't think the world cares, to be honest, Lihu. Crypto Chronic dead. Betty, Conra, Copper Don, Deanie in the house. Goes BTC. Let's go. Who juicing? Everybody Gucci Magucci? Do you believe in the math, ladies and gentlemen? Look at that. Hey, Kimba, are you shorting? No. Hey, Kimba, are you shorting? No. Hey, Kimba, are you shorting? No. You got that level finally tapped. All eyes on CME, yeah? Do you believe in the math? Do you believe in the math, y'all? Wait, it says, with your bias being bullish, what would be your worst case scenario on the downside to change that? So do you remember what we said? Wait, is? We already talked about that. Take a wild guess. It would be if CME opens and does a swing fail. So do you remember all of my reservations about all of this? So first thing first was, okay, derivatives are going to sweep. Okay, and this is what? It's this. Okay, you remember when we did this? So the most important thing is identify value level. So do you have all this? You should have all of these zones figured out. The value area high, value area low. Okay, so that's your volume clusters, way it is. You would want to do the same thing for TPO. Okay, make sure you understand where the single prints naked point of controls are. Okay, etc., etc. So now we have swept, okay, and cleaned the top. Look, you got to go all the way back to here, okay? Look at I'm going to turn off the TPO for a second. Look at the way it did it. First one, don't take it. Second one makes a weak high. This cleans it all. So this is good now. And remember all of the things that I say about make this chart, CME, Coinbase, Binance, Bybit, ETF. And remember when I say, okay, you should have a chart. If CME doesn't sweep, but Coinbase, Binance, Bybit, and ETF doesn't, what does it do? Okay, so we have been waiting for this level for quite some time. I said if this sweep doesn't work, if the short opportunity here doesn't work, then the next level that I'm looking at is here. If this sweep level, this short doesn't work, the next level I'm looking at is here. Alrighty, so now that the derivatives have finally cleaned the top, what am I waiting for next? What am I waiting for next? For CME to do the same thing. So CME is paused because it's traditional markets. Derivatives just did this. This is not the first time you have a sweep level on Friday and then derivatives sweep on Saturday and then CMEs are going to open on Sunday. So a couple of things. What will CME do? In this exact scenario, what is the probability of what CME is going to do? Do you think there's a high chance that CME is going to sweep itself or no? Once CME sweeps, what does it do if it's bullish and what does it do if it's bearish? It changes structure on CME. So the first thing that would make me go, oh shit, would be a swing failure pattern on CME. The second thing that would make me go, oh shit, would be to lose 64 on that CME sweep. Alrighty, and that really hasn't changed since Friday. Like for me, brother, I have been able to just Latuche the fuck up, take baby girl go shopping, work on the VIP stream, and literally not worry a single shit about the charts. It's doing pixel perfect everything that I've wanted it to do. So for me, the plan really hasn't changed since Thursday, really Wednesday, when we were anticipating this sweep. Yeah, so that's it. Like, I'm not really making it that difficult. I've gotten to enjoy the weekend. You know, I haven't really had to look at the charts or do TA. I have my alarms set. So if it like shits itself, you know, like if it loses this value area low, you know, my alarms will go off and I can watch what it wants to do. But if you really, really, truly think about it, okay, has my plans changed at all since I took the long here? When I got into the long here, I drew the fib from this high to this low, and I said, don't be freaking out about this. When we got to this point, I said, we got to make sure that it's not a swing fail and it's not a low volume fake out and it's going to nuke. I TP'd and shaved a little bit, okay? But I still had the longs open. I also said that if that short doesn't work, then the next area to short is here. Not here, not here, not here, not here. Wait for the sweep. Alrighty. We talked on Friday that I'm going to wait for Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday because I need to see what the CME is going to do. Okay? And the levels to the downside dictate that we can't lose 64. So the first thing that I would worry about is it swing fails. Okay, that's going to be a little bit of a uh-oh. All right? I will also open a hedge short if it does it. Okay? I'm not in a hedge short yet. I'm going to open a hedge short if it does that. If CME doesn't sweep and it starts to rotate down, then I'm going to be waiting for this. CME might want to clean all the lows before we go back up and make another move. So swing fail pattern and 64 level. Okay, do you remember when we talked about losing the 64? Some people were asking good questions like, hey, Kimba, so if there's 2 or 3 30-minute candle closes below here, you're bearish, right? Nope. You compensate with time if you have no edge. If we get down here and we squeeze out a whole bunch of longs and this or this turns out to be a div, then I'm going to be anticipating a swing fail right there or a failed auction. All right, way it is. So I'm just sticking to the plan. Nothing has really changed for me. Pretty cool, right? And the bigger picture is this is a SFP lesson for some of you Lions, and this is also a weekend SFP lesson. So if CME doesn't sweep, what does it do? Okay, and it doesn't have to do it in the morning of. You might want to ask yourself, are any of these bad lows and worth cleaning? I would say yes. Alrighty, and then obviously if CME starts booting back up and it doesn't swing fail and it just turns that into resistance and keeps going, then that's Bugatti too. So for me, like nothing's really changed. I'm chilling. And let me ask you this the way it is. If it does do a pullback, I'm not looking at Bitcoin, right? You know what I'm looking at, right? This is .BTC. Do you remember when we said that I need to have a daily open and close above this guy? These goofy market makers did a swing fail on me. They tripping. They playing with me. Okay, but that's okay. We have one more shot here. Okay, so this is .BTC. So if Biddy wants to pull back, combined with the fact that .BTC might want to reset this. Sue Dievu says if it sweeps 57950, what? 67, correct? 67, perfect. And make swing fail pattern. Is it still bearish? So I don't really. So this is the way that I would answer that, Sue Dievu. Do you know what positions I have, Sue Dievu? Have you been able to follow along with me on this journey? Were you here when I got live filled on this bitch? Ever since I got filled here with you guys, I said the home run target would be 75. And I've done my best to navigate this whole journey, man. And here's where we are. This is where I would like to get to. This is where our journey started. And this is where we are. We're right smack dab in the middle. Okay, so have you done this? Here's a couple of things that I need everyone to do before we start tomorrow. It's not too late. Everybody needs to identify levels. And I'm talking about volume-based levels. I'm talking about TPO, time-based levels, and I'm talking about mathematical-based levels. Okay? Have you done all of this shit like I have? And the hard part is, brother, I don't know how far back, you are. Since you said 67950, you know about CME, right? So you're talking about if CME does a swing fail pattern, it totally depends on your individualistic subconscious bias, brother. I might, depending on the open interest and the CVD, okay, I might shave a whole bunch more and get into a hedge short. Or I might just let the whole long positions still run and only do a hedge short. But are you more bearish than I am, or are you more bullish like me? Whether you are bullish like me and have longs like me, isn't it still okay to take a little bit of a hedge short if you get a swing fail pattern? So this is what I would say, brother. Just have the edge that you're looking for. Are you going to take a short attempt? Yes or no? Sudi. And then it's really just identifying levels that overlap and then, trying to remember what we've seen before based off of data from CVD and open interest. So nothing too crazy. All right. You guys have any questions before I dip out? We got about 90 seconds on the hourly candle close. So we talked about failed auction here and what we would look for. You don't get bullish on the penetration. You get bullish on the retest. We have already identified a buffer zone that should get turned into support. I don't know how long that's going to take. Low volume, anything low volume means that it's probably a fake out. So whether this penetrates on a giant green dodo or whatever it is, it's got to have some good volume. All right. Aritoro, you good? CJ, you good? Other than that, you know me, I'm going to be paying attention to that gap on CME. But most importantly, the weak and the bad highs to get swept on CME. All right. I don't think that the final, even if CME sweeps before markets open, I would start to think that's a little bit bullish. Okay. If we just kind of fuck around or like we do a gap fill and then we start to pull back a little bit and we just kind of start fucking around and it's like we do it when the markets are open on a swing fail pattern of that, kind of similar to how maybe it might swing fail gold later when markets open. But everything that I'm saying is with the data that I'm limited to. So at the end of the day, you guys are gonna have to do your best. I'm gonna delete this blue line, okay? All the lions know that what this blue line is, but it already got swept, so I'm gonna delete it, okay? I'm gonna start to clean this shit up. Alrighty, and then this sweep level already got taken, so I'm gonna go ahead and move this, okay? This sweep level already got taken, so I'm gonna go ahead and move this. Okay, you guys good? Alrighty. Bears, like if you're in a short from here, okay? Even if you let them through, if the bulls can't turn that into support, it's probably gonna do some, like it's probably like a fake out flag and you're good. Daily open is outside of value range. If you turn that into support, and these are subjective and abstract concepts, okay? When I say turn value area low into support, it might do a bullish structural retest. It might just spend enough time here and then just go, okay? But if whatever happens, if previous day value area low is turned into support, obviously the EQ and the PDPOC is gonna act as resistance, but you have a high chance of rotating to 67,407, okay? So you have that Bugatti math, okay? You got CME gap fill at that same spot. Okay, but at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to these bad highs, but also weak highs. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like every single scenario has been talked about. Alrighty, I'm rooting for you guys, and stay safe. Alrighty, I'm not gonna go to sleep yet. I'm gonna be popping in.
The math is the math.
I'm gonna be popping in from time to time, but for the rest of the night, I'm gonna just be enjoying baby girl's bunda. You know what I mean? I'm spanking different kind of TP. You heard me? I'm doing different kind of T and A. You heard me? I'm doing different TA. The math is the math. Don't be mad at me. Hey, don't y'all better not be mad at me if I'm in some like Gucci short, okay? From like, you know, another swing fail. Don't be mad at me if I'm in a Gucci short, like, you know, on a fake out thang, maybe a taps point of control. You know what I'm saying? Don't get bullish on the penetration, get bullish on the retest. All right, I'm out of here. You guys are good. Believe in you, because I believe in you. Lions get nasty. I'll see you guys hella early tomorrow. All right, exclamation, wet. Bugatti. Have a great night, y'all. Exclamation giveaway, exclamation blowfin. I'm gonna give away like 10K tomorrow. I hope you guys are ready. Be prepared. Exclamation prepared. I'm out of here. Market makers, do your thing. Market makers, do your thing. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.